Alrighty, my friends, let us see what bastelgollum ship called BC looks like. I'm honestly a little scared. Okay, I thought it was going to be a Terran Battlecruiser. That's kind of what I was expecting. Wow, that's a cool image. Okay, it looks like it has an artillery. No, not birth control. Terran Battlecruiser. Battlecruiser Type A. The Terran Battlecruiser, this ship is armed with a giant cannon known as a Yamato cannon. The Battlecruiser was first used in the Brood Wars by the Terran Dominion. Human equals human, rock equals marine. Okay, so the rock is a marine. We have a Zoltan shield. Interesting. Okay, we start with Zoltan shield. I like that. Yes, battlecruiser operational. We have a Crystal Burst Mark 1, double dual laser. Okay, wait. A dual shot laser or a burst laser. Wow, this ship is super OP. Glaive Beam Artillery. Of course. Of course the Yamato cannon is a glaive beam. Okay. And as is usual with bastelgollum, almost all of our rooms are six weird shaped rooms, like six slot rooms or whatever. True, only one shield, but we start with Zoltan shield and insanely good fast weapons. This is a really strong start. You have Gibbs? For the rebellion! What are these, crew? What was that? There's a bunch of human animations. Is that... Are those a little, like, pictures from the animations inside the FTL files? It's like they're death animations, they're repair animations. Okay. I don't know what this little armored one is, though. I'm seeing a little armored one. What is that? Does anybody recognize what that is? It's like a little armored thing. Is that in the FTL files? A little armored human that never got added to the game or something? That would be crazy. Let's book the rock on piloting. Crystal Burst. Okay, dual laser is the best one. Crystal Burst second best. Here's the shields. Alright. Now I'm sure bastelgollum especially, but a lot of chat will be really super excited for this Glaive Beam Artillery. I have a feeling it's not going to hardly ever fire in these early sectors because of how fast and strong our weapons are. Where are other weapons mounts? Are they up here somewhere? Because I see these two weapons up here. I don't see the dual lasers. I see the glaive beam sticking out from there. If I depower it. Oh, that's weird. When it's powered, it backs up. I like the open space here. I think that'll look really cool once it fires. Interesting shield circle image. This is a bastelgollum ship, yeah. You want to be the weapon human? Sure. Weapon human is Hager. Grima. Okay, so we need to get our first 100 scrap into shields. Wow, instant store. I don't really want to sell anything on this ship. This ship starts too strong. Holy solar flare. Okay. Against a cloaked ship. Alright. We don't have sensors, so wherever the fire goes, I won't actually be able to see it. Time to be vented. Oh my god. gosh. Okay, alright. We have one Zoltan shield before the solar flare, thank God. That would have been really bad if I had no... Because I think we established in Hard No Pause, right, that Zoltan shield counts as a shield in terms of how many fires are started. I think we learned that the other week or something. Okay, I think it got instantly vented, so it should be good. This is a really cool image of the Battlecruiser. I don't think I recognize this Battlecruiser image. I wonder where bastelgollum pulled this from. Probably the internet somewhere, but... Oh, wait. This Glaive Beam actually is charging fairly fast. That's pretty cool how it comes out the middle of the ship like that. What's Tatus, Precious? What's up, Pie Boy? We were talking about Lord of the Rings earlier because I was watching a bunch of random interviews with the actors who played the hobbits in the movies. 3, 4, 5. Get a lot of jumps here. I think I skipped the store, right? Yeah, I'm not selling Zoltan Shield. Yeah. Skip the store so we can get our 100 scrap. The ship hurts your inner perfectionist. Doors in the room above the 6-person empty room and those in mirroring room are not symmetrical. Been babysitting with your girlfriend for her friend today. You're now back home. Well, welcome home. Babysitting with your girlfriend, huh? It's not giving you ideas of having children or anything, is it? The original cruiser has a Yamato cannon in the Starcraft, but there is no big cannon. I'm trying to think. The biggest thing I'm thinking of that could be like a Yamato cannon would be like the Phase 3 of the boss artillery. I feel like that is kind of Yamato cannon-like. There's one big burst of lasers. But Yamato cannon is one big beam. One big outpouring of energy, so... Glaive Beam or the Phase 3 boss overcharge would probably be, I think, my two things that would be close to the Yamato cannon. I like it, though, bastelgollum. I like it a lot. Of course, I'm biased towards OP ships, and this is very OP. Alright, just saving up for that 100 scrap. Babies in this economy? That's right. Well, you know, if you're rich, it's fine. Just be rich. You can have laser 2 with a Pierce 5. That would be a big laser burst. There is a I feel like in SMPK Insurrection, there's some Pierce laser, like a heavy Pierce, which is slightly different from the Rock B heavy Pierce. Might be called something different though. Yeah, these seem to be very low scrap rewards that we're getting here. Alright, just an ion, that's fine. You know, I'm going to actually hit your hacking before I hit your weapons. Now I'll hit your weapons. Doodle doodle doo 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 doodle doodle doo doodle doodle doo doodle doodle doo doodle doodle doo. Yeah, we're almost at the end of this sector. We're still 20 away from our first shield upgrade or getting our shield online. I will give you 4 fuel. Please don't give me a map. 14 scrap for 4 fuel. I guess that's okay, right? No, that's, well, it's less than 4 scrap per fuel, more than 3. So it's like 3.5 scrap per fuel. Not the greatest. At least we're not diving. I need 6 more scrap to actually get shields. Okay. Alright, thankfully we should be able to get it from this jump, I think. Pie Boy, are you also boycotting the D&D folks, Wizards of the Coast, with all the stuff in the news that people have been talking about? I'm curious because I was talking about going to see the Dungeons & Dragons movie, and some folks are not going to see it because of the Wizards of the Coast stuff. And I know you're a big D&D guy. Back and escape. Defense drone, Mark II. Let's, this guy can't damage us now that we have our shield. Because, strangely, he has just a single basic laser. Could do dodge training, but I'm not really concerned about that. Wow. Wow, I am concerned about 100% dodge, though. Why are boycotting Wizards of the Coast? Something about them being greedy on an update to 5e or something? Or something like that? I don't know, I didn't completely understand what it was, but something about a greedy company. And an update to something, or a re-release of something. Go ahead and get second shield value. Even though we're going to need power. It's Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro, apparently. If I had Clone Bay, I think I could take that risk. I do not have Clone. Okay, 4 Nebula jumps. Does get us 2 more jumps, so I do want to go through... all that Nebula. But you were told they updated their license to make it where they can claim any idea people come up with in a D&D game as their own. Oh. Really? Like, if somebody comes up with a unique boss or villain, it's Hasbro can claim it in a court of law or something? You're not sure? You believe they updated their rules to basically say we own your homebrew stuff. You don't fully get it. Wow, that is pretty ridiculous. That's some BS. So if I create my own bard, can they claim my bard name and everything as their property? Is that what it is? Or is there intellectual property or something? Like, can they claim my Evander Nailo bard as their property? Wow, that's pretty BS. Pretty BS. So basically, any people who create original D&D content on YouTube and stuff, it's not there. Surely they can't, like, claim YouTube viewers or YouTube content creators, like, revenue they're making on YouTube, right? Doesn't affect most people, but the Matt Mercers of the world that sell homebrew stuff can get screwed by this. Oh. Basically, they wanted to say, did you make a game or supplemental rules using the OGL? You owe us royalties and share your profits. Not a new concept. Content on YouTube wouldn't be claimed, right? The backlash was so loud that they decided to abandon it for now. God, they better, because that's really BS. They better abandon that, because that's... I can see why people are boycotting. Appears to be related to D&D Beyond subscriptions for their online service. If you upload your stuff to their service, then they can claim ownership of it. Ah. Yes, I agree. The movie was awesome. That's why I was talking about D&D stuff, because the movie was amazing. I thought it was great. But some folks are boycotting all D&D stuff because of this. And I can see why if that's what's going on. What's up, Contasul? Like, It's the best movie I've seen in theaters for the last... I mean, I don't see movies in theaters that often, so, but like the last year or so. Of the 4 movies I've seen in theaters the last year and a half or something. Probably the one I've enjoyed the most. Shields. Power. Okay, now we can start saving up for actual systems. I want to use the Yamato cannon, but I need power for that. They wanted to basically keep over virtual tabletop platforms for being able to use the 5e rule set. They do appear to have abandoned it. Facebook had similar issues way back when. For your services. Basically, anything you load to upload to YouTube, they can claim as theirs. Man, companies are freaking hell, man. Big companies suck. That's just all there is to it. Freaking greedy, man. We couldn't post it if we didn't make the service available. Yeah. Yeah, so it should all be yours. You should be able to claim everything. Chip is OP? Yes, it is. I'm digging it. It looks really cool too. I'm gonna sell 6 drones. I'm gonna do it. 2. Games Workshop are really greedy too. Who's that? They're making the open gaming license not open. Most of the third parties like Haitso have decided it's time to make their own systems. You haven't been in a movie theater since just before COVID. Games Workshop makes Warhammer. Ah, okay. Well, I don't know how greedy they are. I do know that my older brother loves Warhammer stuff, and their stuff is extremely overpriced. But I don't know. Maybe it's not overpriced. Maybe it's just normal pricing, and it felt really overpriced when I looked at the prices for buying the stuff that my older brother spends all his money on. Nice double reward. Okay. All right, let's get engines and power. So now I can at least have level 1 of this on. In the next 2 years, we will have a ton of new products fighting to try and replace D&D as the TTRPG system. You know, maybe that's a good thing, you know? Was it competition is the father of invention or something? There's probably a saying about that. So D&D has had the monopoly for too long. They got too greedy. Now they're going to pay the price. Maybe, potentially. It's super overpriced? Yeah. Any miniatures-based game is overpriced in your opinion? There are a lot of open game systems out there too. Imagine 5 plastic minis, which maybe cost $4, maybe $5 to make, then mark up the price 1,000%. You like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Nice. Plastic or tin and cost pennies to make, but they sell them for $100+ Well, that sounds a little bit of an exaggeration, but I know what you mean. I don't know how much they cost to make, but I also haven't seen any selling for $100+. But there probably are some out there that do go for that bunch. I just am not as familiar with it. Sad thing, it's not an exaggeration. I have a feeling it's a slight exaggeration. Or maybe it's an oversimplification. Because I think there are cheaper sets you can buy that don't cost that much. Maybe the rare and highest quality ones cost that much. Individual models can cost almost $140. Wow, I never even looked at those. If you buy a squad, it's always 100+. If you buy individuals, they're like 30 to 50 each. Third-party sets can get that high. I know a lot of people that do third-party. Or they get cheaper on third-party, is that what you're saying? I could buy long-range scanners. Yeah, let's get back to battery. Your best bet is to try and snag someone's collection when they're done with the game. Yeah. That makes sense. Material cost is pennies. The cost to pay the artists, mock the miniatures, create the molds, shipping, marketing, make the cost of manufacturing more than $4 to $5 per item. But yes, the markup is high. Yeah, I was gonna say, saying the models themselves as pennies is an oversimplification, because you don't just tell a robot build this and it does it. You have to have the design phase, the creating the warehouse or the assembly line to make them. It's not like one 3D printer is making every single thing or something. So again, it is an oversimplification, but I'm sure the markup is ridiculous. Let's not even talk about painted minis. Well, the reason my older brother likes it so much, and why I assume a lot of people like the whole painted miniatures thing, is because it's like an artistic outlet for them. Because my brother he loves painting them. Like, his favorite part is painting and creating his own version of the different figures. I wonder if there are Starcraft miniatures. Starcraft II. Speaking of this ship, there probably are. It's gonna line up. Not. Wow, this guy's 2 shields and Zoltan shield sector 2? Goodness gracious. Hey, good thing I have a Glaive Beam Artillery. Jeez. It's not a bad deal, honestly, but I think we can get a double reward here. Cost aside, the game is really fun hobby to get into. If you were into Warzone, Target Games, Competitive, or Warhammer, spent so much you're embarrassed to talk about it. Oh, I'm sure you're not alone. And I'm sure you don't have to be embarrassed. There are many other people who are right there with you. What's up, Chris Witch? I know my older brother has spent ridiculous amounts of money. I think he spent enough money that his wife has to, like, get him to stop sometimes. Because of how into it he is and how much money he spends on it. 2 shield... Are we in Sector 3? I thought we were in Sector 2. You should have fucking 0 dodge with this much offense and defense. This guy actually gonna just get out. Okay, hit the shields. That's good. Oh, sure we are only in Sector 2. We must be in Sector 3 or something. Okay, that pulled the pilot. If you sold your collection, you'd be able to afford a cheap car. It's crazy. Okay. Okay, we are in Sector 3. Alright, that makes a little more sense. How big is your family? Me? My family? I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. My oldest sister is 10 years older than me. My older brother is 9 years older than me. And my younger brother is 2 years younger than me. So, total of 6 in my family. My younger brother is the one I'm closest to. He's the one I go and visit down in Waco every time I go out of town and say I'm going to hang out with my brother. We even streamed together one time when I was hanging out down at my house, down at his house. His house, which is my family's old house. Hobbies in general get really pricey. You've spent on 3 bowling balls, 2 bags, and a pair of shoes, what some people spend on a single golf club. I need more than one of those to play. Yeah, golf has got to be one of the most expensive hobbies out there. I don't care about any of this. I'd like mind control, I just don't really have the money for it. Yeah, I mean, my hobby is this, which is also my profession, so I've spent a lot of money on computers and games and stuff, so this is where all my extra money goes into streaming stuff and some music stuff. I don't know if I get 8 or not. I think I do. 8, 7, 6. Being a writer is a super cheap hobby. Nice, nice. F golf. All your homies love mini golf. Okay, nice. Guess I'll do that. I played real golf once with a friend of mine who was getting into it. And that is one really difficult sport. You were gifted a free set of 30-year-old clubs by a client, so you're practicing a little. You doubt you'll ever get too serious. My thing is, like, it's if you play a round of golf, it's like your entire day, man. Like, you are at the you're at the course or the club or whatever for like 5, 6, 7 hours. It is like your entire day. So how can I get any video gaming in if I do that, you know? Although I would get into it if I had like a significant other or best friend or something who was into it. But thankfully I don't have any of those. Just kidding. All my friends are gamers. But you get to day drink. You can do that anywhere, you know? I would love a free mantis. Damn, we got one earlier. Now we get free hull damage. There's a... This is a bomb of some sort. Shoot one down. Do we have ion... Reverse ion? Thing? That ion hit... Oh no, we have Zoltan's shield. Okay. Confused for a second there. Like, how come that ion didn't do anything to my shields? Because we have Zoltan's shield, that's why. Wow, this ship really is OP starting. Okay. I'm quite interested to see if there's a cloaking image on this ship. It's not day drinking if you start early enough. That's an alcoholic talking right there. Maybe maybe cut back. One of the funny things about the Lord of the Rings videos I watched last night was it was apparently Billy Boyd and Dominic Monaghan have a podcast or something, I think. And it sounds like Billy Boyd drinks a lot from the little I watched in that video. Pretty funny, but also it's like, I mean, he's like Irish or Scottish. He might be Scottish. I think Irish and Scottish. So Irish really known for over drinking, but I'm sure Scottish. There's Scottish over drinking too, but like you actually don't like alcohol? Okay. Me neither. Alright, mind control. Pretty good weapons, too. Could sell my burst laser 1 and get the heavy laser 2. Get it online, then I wouldn't get a system. I should probably just get a system. Yeah. Systems we need. A fuel. There's a chain laser. Sorry, Julian Verse. It's always beer o'clock somewhere. Obligatory chain laser, best laser. Thanks for covering, Julian Verse. She was here earlier, but you got her since she left. I like free stuff, man. Nice. No dive. Holy chain laser, Batman. Look for the ship. Oh. If we lost a jump, it wouldn't have mattered. We're at the exit beacon. Zoltan or Rebel? No, we were like had non-stop Zoltan sectors last run. I really like the look of this ship. This bastelgollum, you're wherever you pulled this from and you're cutting it out looks really good. You're getting better at the sizing of your ship, not being completely off the screen and the rooms not being in such a place that lasers bypass shields. So I could definitely tell you're improving. Well done on this ship. The visual design on this ship. bastelgollum. I feel like I'm often too negative about things, so I'm trying to be more positive. And I really think this ship looks good. Okay, 2 damage missile. Good doges. So we need sensors Cloaking and hacking if we want the OP. Wait, no, we have hacking, so... Actually, I maybe should not have bought mind control there. I just realized... Okay, well, we're not going to do the max OP-ness systems this time. Quest marker. Yeah, we only actually have one more system we can get. Interesting. I have to choose between cloaking and hacking. Alright, time to vent some humans. That is a big giant missile. Everything in weapons. Good. Missile down. Humans to vent. It's a good day. Really? He did weapon damage before? Alright, it's fine. We have a Glaive Beam Artillery. It's fine. Is that a good deal for fuel? I do need fuel. Not enough scrap. But I do need fuel, so we'll take it. Oh. Their free borders are still here, though. Really? You're not dead yet? They don't have a teleporter to get them back, so the free borders just die, I guess. Cool. Just realized this is a battlecruiser? Yep. This is a battlecruiser operational. With my pad. I think that's supposed to be a Russian accent, I think. Battlecruiser operation. What do we got? 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, I guess. Probably need to get hacking, honestly. As much as I want to get cloaking. Hacking's just too good. Backwards. Okay, good. Sounds like a Russian accent to you. I kind of think that's what a Russian accent speaking English sounds like, but I've not known very many Russian people. I've known a girl from... Oh, where was she from? Her name was Rosa Tolyoganova, and she was from somewhere in that part of the world. Might not have been Russia, though. It might have been like... What are all those little small, like Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, all those little small countries around Russia? Might have been one of those. I'm very ignorant about... what is that called? Cyrillic, what are those part of the world, like Eastern European countries? I'm very, very ignorant of that stuff about that part of the world. I said the last name so fast you're impressed. I went to school with her for about 2 years, did a lot of shows with her, so I heard her say it a lot. Tolyoganova. Tolyoganova. I had to practice it a lot back then, so. I think that's how it's said. Tolyoganova. Anybody who's from over there maybe can recognize if that sounds like a Russian last name or not. Yeah, let's get the hacking. I'm friends with her on Facebook, so I see her post a lot, so I see her name spelled out. Hacking for the winning, that's right. Oh my god. What is this ship? Okay. I'm going to hack. I'm gonna hack your engines. Don't have cloaking. I can mind control this guy. I need to hit multiple rooms to pull the pilots, so gonna have hacking. I'm at level 2 defense drone, 2 shields running away. This is a ridiculously overpowered ship. I think this is a rebel disruptor running away? There's a BS is what it is. BS ship is what it is. Nice. Although, Glaive Beam Artillery is pretty darn OP. Oh, I didn't realize there was a fire in there. Whoops. The only Russian language I've ever, like, tried to speak or kind of understand was when I did an aria, an opera aria from an opera called Eugene Onegin. And the aria was called Lenski's aria. Kuda, Kuda, something, something, something. It's been a while since I've done it. This is a true loss. What a worthless quest that was. What a worthless quest. We need a weapon upgrade next, probably. Little fire don't hurt you none, Grima? Nice, glad to hear it. Alright. Yeah, maybe I don't need a weapon upgrade. Maybe I do invest in the Glaive Beam. Although what I will say about the Glaive Beam is it doesn't pierce all shields. So it's not quite the it's like potentially better than normal artillery because it can do 3 damage per room, but if it hits 3 shields it does no damage. Alright, free human. A repairing human. Alright, 111 scrap. Maybe get some engines or shields up next, or maybe I do want to get say for a if I could find a 1 power weapon upgrade, that would be nice. Please don't be a map. Okay, 4 fuel. 38 scrap is definitely worthwhile. Now that we've got hacking though, we could rely on beams a bit more easily. We could. Doors for 8? Yeah, it's a pretty good deal. Slug or rock? Let's go slug. So I need level 2 O2 and potentially level 2 heal bay. An instant store, though. What if long-range scanners? Half the crew is now human. I have failed you. But you're human. Don't you want to be with your people? I hate my people. People are humans. They should be vented. Wow, those are some really, 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 really good weapons. This store... I want that. You know what? We're selling this. We're getting this. Yeah, we're doing that. Now do I want to do... I want to do it this way. Stinking 2 good weapons to pass up there, despite all the fuel. Now we get this heavy laser online, and we are basically boss ready, so... What's the advantage of Crystal Burst over Burst 1? It pierces 1 shield. Oh, I didn't get the level 2 hack. Okay, it's fine. Okay. How are his weapons? Double heavy laser 1. Alright, let's hack that actually. Up that. Although honestly, later it's not that amazing, the 1 shield pierce. Dodges. Good, no dodges there. I could O2 crew kill, but his weapons are pretty good, and I just don't want to take the time. We're not min-maxing a hard mode no pause run, and when we're not min-maxing hard mode no pause, I often don't care about doing, you know, 20-minute long fights just to get a crew kill. Too boring. Far too boring. I'll do it in hard no pause because we need every little tiny bit of scrap we can get. But this is my fun day, so I'm not playing 100% min-max. I'm just playing to have fun and win. Like I wanted to. Oh, I need to do an upgrade. I need to do the O2 upgrade, or else we're in trouble. Good thing we got that. Okay. 1 Ion Blast Mark 1. I am going to hack your shields here. Good, no cloaking for you. Halberd beam offline, we're safe. It's actually, this weapon kind of lines up to be a little bit, doesn't it? I think because this is a Glaive Beam Artillery, it has a base cooldown of Glaive Beams 25 seconds, I think. And so this artillery is a lot faster. Holy, free fire suppression. Nice. Nice reward. I think that's how artilleries work. If you put a different weapon than the normal artillery beam, like a different beam weapon, then I think the base cooldown becomes the base cooldown of whatever weapon you put in there. Alright. Use O2. Missile. We hack your weapons. Vulcan Artillery. I'm unsure how Vulcan Artillery works, actually. I think we've had it before. I think it's gradually spins up, though. You pay for the slug to leave you alone here. Does he, or does he just take your scrap and you fight anyway? I would have to look at the text again, because I don't remember. I have a feeling he takes your scrap and fights you anyway. If it's anything like the event where they say it's dangerous, you should buy a weapon, and if you try to buy a weapon, they take your scrap and then do free damage to you, and you have to fight. Slugs just are slimy, so I'm pretty sure you fight anyway. I just don't know. I don't know for sure. Actually, I forget. Alright, that is our final system in sensors. Get that. Basically, the moral of the story is never trust slugs. Do I buy a fully trained pilot slug? I have mind control counter, so could. I just don't really want to spend scrap on the slug. What I really want to do is get this heavy laser online. That's what I really want to do. So let's do it. Alright, I really need to get shield and engines and power now. I don't think it ever picked that option anyway, but if you really want to know, I would just check the wiki, because I honestly can't remember. Because if the option is ever don't take a fight, 9 times out of 10, you don't want to take that option, because you want fights. Unless you're almost dead, you need fights to gain scrap, at least in hard mode FTL. You need every fight you can get. You don't need empty jumps. Someone should make a railgun artillery. Every room it hits takes breach on every tile. All systems are destroyed. Any crew in the room dies. Yeah, sounds perfectly balanced. Excuse me. That is a double missile ship. Well, only need 1 shield, I guess. Those weapons are all perfectly timed together. Nice. No weapons for you, sir. Ooh. And that's a human I can mind control. Which they won't counter for some reason. With their own mind control. It's kind of weird. Double reward. Beautiful. Okay. Then you dodge power. Perfect for a late Monday afternoon run. The railgun artillery that just deletes everything. We stay on the nebula. I think we're guaranteed 3 gems here. If only the exit beacon was in a nebula, I would 100% dive this sector. These are some really, really freaking strong weapon systems. I don't want to hack every single weapon system, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weapon power there. Could have let the heavy laser fire to desync it from the rest of the weapons. Oh well. So many coffin ships. Okay, now he can't damage us, so we're good. So many coffin ships, not enough time. We don't have enough time to kill all the coffin ships. Store. Do I dive for store? Nah. Nah. Our weapons are boss ready. We would only really want augments. Jesus, double missiles, man. Every effing ship. Okay, that's nice fire. Good. Might be able to crew kill this though. Fire, depending on. Okay, never mind. Our Glaive Beam Artillery is helping, so we can't crew kill. It's fine. I wasn't actually planning on crew killing. It's fine. According to the wiki page, 35 scrap will get you out of that fight, but O2 value is cheaper, gets better awards, and actually has some lasting value. Oh, it was a choice between paying them and having level 2 O2? Well, yes, that's why you always get level 2 O2 in Slug Sector. So that's one of 2 or 3 events that level 2 O2 protects you from bad things happening in Slug Sector. That's why you always get level 2 O2 in a Slug Nebula. Civilian, 100%. I didn't even realize that what you were asking me was about one where level 202 was a blue option. I would still take long-range scanners, right? And I have a beam drone to sell? Yeah. Care about Clone Bay? You know what I do care about? Getting an NG. Late in the run, but getting an NG for blue options is worth it, especially since our crew gains have not been amazing. Our free crew pickups. And we need a silly device. Ron is so blessed. It is hard to type with these gloves on. I don't know why. I hope my dexterity is not messed up too much when I wear these when I play Hard No Pause tomorrow. I think there's 2 events. The free O2 hack with fire weapons and the choice between shields O2 weapons one, which you can buy your way out of. Ah, okay, okay. That sounds right. That sounds right. Run is blessed and also cursed. Why is it cursed, though? A drone recovery arm. Okay. Might be wondering why I'm delaying doing my shield upgrade. Zoltan shield is really, really good with dodge, so I'm getting my engines up a little first before we go into the shields. Actually didn't mean to hit mind control. Anti-hit weapons, it's fine. Fine, except now I take a missile. Probably would have taken the missile anyway. Is that a good deal? It's an okay deal, actually. Damn, no dodges. Then that. Oh, it's cursed because of all of our humans. Ah, I gotcha, I gotcha. True, true. Can't argue with that. What's up, Josiah? How's the hand? It's doing okay. I have a feeling that what I'm calling carpal tunnels, I think is actually probably arthritis. Because arthritis is one of those things where You can pretty much only treat the symptoms. You can never actually fix it. And it's most noticeable when you use your joints, when you overuse your joints. And I have a feeling I'm just old and that's what I'm dealing with. How was Bob Is You on Friday? You could catch it. You couldn't catch it and you've yet to rewatch it. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. We're going to be playing that Wednesday and Friday. Well, as long as it takes us to beat it, probably. I really had a good time with it. My brain was fried at the end of the Bob Is You stream, but it was a lot of fun. We take 2 damage from this. Ooh, nice, we didn't. Or maybe it's a combination of carpal tunnels and arthritis, so... I don't know, getting old sucks. But I had these little compression gloves that I think are going to help me at least get through my streams. And then I'm going to have to just be smart about not gaming as much off-stream as I have been doing lately. Which sucks, because I, you know, am a nerd and like to game all the time. Bobble will fry your brain. It definitely was doing that by the end of the stream, that's for sure. That is 4 shields. Jesus, already? I feel like we've been having some really high amounts of stuff already this run. Nice. Missile offline. Perfect. Like, all these ships seem very far ahead, because I'm pretty sure we're in Sector 6 right now. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weapon power. 7 or 8. Actually, I think it is 8, because isn't a slug ship always a breach missile? I think it is. And this is Sector 6. Wow. OP enemies, man. Guess I need to get level 3 hacking already. No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna get power first. I don't know. Anybody else in chat ever deal with overusing your hands with an office job or anything? Curious if anybody else has experience with that and what they do to help with it. Attempts to not hack here. Maybe somebody on YouTube has experience and can give me some tips on hand health, joint pain stuff. I could tell you how Bob will fry your brain in all its fun ways, but that's for you to know and for me to find out. Okay. Great. Sounds great. Ooh, 14 free hull repair. Nice. I feel like I've only seen one store this run, this sector, so we have a good chance of finding a store. One of these 2 jumps, maybe. I feel like Shogi said he deals with it too, but just doesn't do anything about it. I don't know. It's free stuff. You're only 22. You have a fear that your back's going to give you problems in the future, or with all the lifting required for blue collar work. Is that what you do for a living? Is blue collar jobs? Yeah, I would guess that's true. One of the reasons I found out I had arthritis was when I was around, God, I was in my early to mid 20s, and I had a job in a warehouse, and I was on the quality assurance team, which is, you know, a lot of standing in front of computers typing, but they had this thing where they thought if you were sitting down, you weren't working, so they made everybody stand at standing desks in a warehouse with this flat concrete floor. And so, like, you know, my 10-hour shifts, I'm basically standing the entire time except for my breaks and my, you know, lunchtime. So it's like, I got some serious foot pain. And so I went to a foot doctor. He's like, oh, yeah, you have arthritis in your feet. It's like, great. Wonderful. What a wonderful. What can I do about it? Nothing, except you can treat the symptoms. And that's where I heard about it. You can't really fix arthritis. You can only treat the symptoms. Good dodge there. I'm not taking a free human. Depends on your lifting techniques. It doesn't help that you're short and the cargo boxes in your truck are kind of high. You're an avid rock climber. Can't say for joint pain, but tendon stretching is valid. Don't stand for that. I think eventually I was able to claim a chair after I got a note from my doctor saying I had, you know, arthritis, foot pain. But it was a pretty crappy job anyway, so I was only there for a couple of years. Fortunately, it's not too bad for you. You're only pest control, so you rarely carry anything super heavy, just bags of material and sprayers. Yeah, that's better than like being a UPS driver or something, or a construction worker who's always carrying really super heavy stuff all the time. It's a good deal. Saved us 10 scrap, I think. Could we even do Kazakh? If I got level 3 sensors and level 2 heal bay, maybe. Let's go for the chance of it. I have to turn off artillery if we do find it. Go ahead and do that. Excuse me. I don't have long-range scanners. Okay. So it's just going to be a complete guess if we find Kazakh. A lot of blue-collar workers in chat. Nice, nice. Jettison, we're not stupid. If I had Clone Bay, we'd go for that. Couldn't pay enough for package delivery. Those guys have it rough, yeah. Hey! Kazakh Pliff Killick, we got it. Okay. So, in order to crew kill this, he's got a missile. I'm going to actually hack his heal bay. Shoot his weapons. And mind controlling his weapons. That's what I think it's going to be. Yeah, I have a feeling, especially with how, like, COVID made it so that everybody just orders from home now, I have a feeling package delivery people are super overworked. And I feel a little bad every time I order anything because of it, honestly. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Thankfully, they have 3 shields. I didn't hit it yet. Okay, good. Alright, how do I do this? We let him repair the missiles, or the weapons, which I think will... Oh, good, it's a basic laser. Do this. We open this. And we shoot this. Well, we shoot this after the... Wears off. Where he kills him. That works. Quickly scan their ship of survivors. Quickly, dock and take him back to the medbay. Your haste is paid off. Beautiful. Welcome aboard, Kazakh. Best crew NA. Alright, where do I want to put you, sir? I think I just want you to deal with borders. Even though you have training I don't currently fully have. You know, I'll put you in this empty room. I can move you into be a backup system running guy, or just deal with borders. Arthritis sucks. We had what felt like a whole class only for that topic. Where, Grima? You had a class about arthritis? Are you in like med school or something? We do want stores. 9, 8, 7. So I'm gonna be here in 7 at the latest. Well, let's just go up and look for stores. Man, we got stuff to sell if I can find a store. I think I might want to rename Kazakh to S. Kerrigan, or just Sarah. That's a good one. Alright, we'll do that after this fight. Very fitting. Very fitting. I tried to see for cloaking. I don't have cloaking. In Germany, to become an occupational therapist, you have to go to a special school. Ah, okay. So it's with your occupational therapy thing. Interesting. A masterful mantis on a Terran ship does sound like Kerrigan. It also works with Kazakh. Kerrigan, Kazakh, it's similar. Crap. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't get the quest and the store. Why'd you have to be there, quest? I mean, store. And quest. Damn, I hope that's not our only store, because I have 2 things I want to sell. Still haven't upgraded my hacking to level 3. I need to do that. That's a lot of burst lasers you have there, sir. Okay. Your dad uses a product called Curamed, Superior Absorption Curumin, for his joints. It's supposed to keep inflammation down. Hope it didn't sound like an ad. Oh, no, that's fine. I asked. Okay, now I have 2 things I need to look up after the stream. I'm going to put that in right now. I'm going to look up stretches, and I'm going to look up Curamed. Pain relief, is it this? Curamed. Acute pain relief. Alright, I have to look into that. Have I tried hot cold treatment? On my hands, I actually haven't yet, and I thought about that the other day. Because one of the things that the doctor who diagnosed my foot arthritis told me to do was buy canned vegetables at the store, like canned green beans or canned carrots or something, put it in the freezer, and then roll my foot on the frozen can to like help bring down inflammation. So I should do something like that for my hands, actually. So I just, when I moved, I lost the one old dirty can that I used to do that anytime my foot was giving me pain. So I do need to do that. Good tip and reminder. Like do that and then take a hot shower or something to rotate ass and heat, like our old coach in high school would say. Let's see here. Value points. Power for that. No, but thank you, Crow Turtle. I'll look into that. Alright, well, don't get the quest, but we get the free scrap. I don't know, probably there's a thing where you just, you know, take Advil or something, like any pain medication, but maybe Curamed is specifically for joint pain or something. Ah, weapon collector, damn it. Alright. I don't think you'll get to run, I don't think. Yeah, we did. Friendly occupational therapist at your service. Appreciate that. Holy crap. Our cargo's almost full. Is this better than anything? Power for 2 shots. It's 2 power for 2 shots with pierces. I think it's better than anything we have. I think these gloves are actually are helping some. So they're called copper compression gloves, which the YouTube reviews, or Amazon reviews are like, you know, this helps my arthritis when I'm sitting at the computer or whatever. So I think these will be helpful. Darn, no other store unless there's one up here I can dive for. So exit beacon is always potentially a store. No. Beep 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 bum 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 beep. So do I owe you $500 for you telling me that? Is that how medical Stuff works. I now owe you $500 for that consultation. Damn it! Let's see. No store. Go ahead and do bam, bam. There we go. Full Glaive Beam Artillery upgrade. Bill his insurance. That's right. Thankfully, I do have insurance. Probably doesn't cover that consultation, though, because insurance companies do their damnedest to not cover stuff. Because insurance sucks. That too political? That might be too political. Beautiful. This might be a crew kill, actually. Fight in that fire. That is a lot of fires. Oh, speaking of fires. Right, level 202 should make us not take damage there, hopefully. Come on, burn the crew before the ship burns. Whew, close, got it. Here in Germany, my insurance would cover it. Okay. Is there a P.O. box to send a bottle to? You wouldn't want me to waste money if it didn't work for me. You don't have to do that. But like I've said before, if you really do want to send me something like cookies, just whisper me on Twitch. That's how I usually get people to send stuff if they are interested in doing that, which I always appreciate. Man, I'm gonna have a full cargo bay fighting the boss if we don't find Unicorn Sector 8 store here. It is a full slug assault ship in this sector, so there's no mind controlling I can do. Ooh, almost a one-shot with the Glaive Beam Artillery, though. Nice. Splitting him down the middle with that Glaive Beam Artillery. Ooh, nice double reward, though. Damn, I don't think we're getting a store. Check both repairs just in case there is one up there. You know what, I just realized we can't get cloaking on the ship, so we need 4th shield. We actually do need it. Without cloaking, phase 2 is really rough if you don't just have crazy fast damage or level 4 shields. Yeah, store. Alright, well, I can't get any more power except the backup battery. You will send cookies, and it's just one big raisin. Troll. Enjoy these cookies. Oh, I can't wait. Open the package. A giant raisin. This is the worst cookie I've ever seen and or heard of. All right. Level 3 piloting, level 3 door. Since I have the mind control counter, I'm gonna get level 3 doors. Maybe we can get piloting by phase 3 of the boss fight. Doubtful. Stretch out the hands. Okay. Hydrate. Maybe that's another reason I had issues. Maybe I wasn't hydrating enough. Probably joints can be affected by not hydrating enough, I'm guessing. that's good. That's a shield hack, which is not as good. He's gonna cloak before these guys get in, isn't he? Damn. Okay, we're gonna micro once they get in there. Frickin' fire. Alright, we can at least use level 2 mind control here. Okay, let me get this. Damn, I wanted more crew kills, and then artillery said nope. Nope. Nice Jedi rope, thanks. The Snuggie. Highly recommend. If you don't care how goofy you look while sitting at home in front of your computer. Because it's super, super comfy. What's up, Pot of the Moon? How much support does your local Girl Scout troop get, Rand? Any favorites from their annual offering? Honestly, this is going to be a hot take. I don't actually think Girl Scout cookies are that good. If I had to choose the one with peanut butter and the one with caramel, which are tag-alongs and something else, but I honestly would rather have other cookies than Girl Scout cookies. I know, sacrilegious, I know, but I didn't have them as a kid. Maybe that's my excuse. I never had Girl Scout cookies till I was, you know, like in my 30s, I think. Have I ever tried Anzac biscuits, Australian oat cookie? No, but if it's got chocolate chips in it, I'd like to. Basically, if it's a cookie, I want it to have chocolate in it. Math Chong, you are a newbie in FTL. You just started this week. Are those cooldown numbers on my weapons mods or part of the game? You know what? I think that is part of the hyperspace mod, which we use when we're playing modded FTL. So I don't think that's in vanilla. Whoops. Forgot that he has a defense drone. This is gonna suck. Unless we get some really good dodges. Wow, triple dodge on the missile is actually amazing. Pretty good dodges on the drones. Ugh, there's the volley coming through though. Ouch. Okay, okay, that could have been worse. We actually have higher max health on this ship. I haven't really appreciated. Beautiful. I think those death animations finished. That should be some extra crew kills. Very nice. Well, Math Chong, as a new FTL player, welcome to Salt City. I hope you enjoy your stay. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We have a lot of really experienced FTL folks that hang out in our chat. Thin mints are the only good ones. See, and that's the thing. I don't really like mint and chocolate together. I like mint as like gum or like a mint for your breath. I don't like chocolate and mint together. I've just never liked that combo. I don't know why. I think the mint takes away from the chocolate. I don't know. But so apparently the best ones are the ones I don't really care for that much. Battlecruiser operational. Local streamer hates Girl Scouts. News at 11. There's a dark chocolate chip macadamia caramel cookie in a bakery near you, and you overindulge a lot. Nice. Sounds good, although I'm not a big macadamia. I don't like nuts, so the macadamia would turn me off. And I like dark chocolate way less than I like milk and non-dark chocolate. Basically, I like overly super sweet things, and dark chocolate is less sweet. I think, usually. Flagship still has 60 HP compared to my 40, yeah. So, we're not holier than them, okay? We are not holier than thou, flagship. Too bad my ship doesn't have a lore accurate Yamato cannon. Well, that was the purpose of the Glaive Beam Artillery. That's the attempt at being a Yamato cannon. It's the closest I think that bastelgollum, the designer of the ship, could come to. Okay, pretty good dodges. You gotta deal with these guys. Honestly, Glaive Beam's pretty good. It's like the highest power, longest charging weapon in the game. Apart from like a, you know, Vulcan or something. Triple hit. Double fire. Alright, after the really frustrating, challenging ship last week from bastelgollum, the, I guess it was the, what's that called? The Brood whatever. Terran Battlecruiser from bastelgollum. Super fun ship. Super OP. Started with Zoltan shield. Really good weapons. And a Glaive Beam Artillery. Let's check that score. Was it the Brood Mother? The Brood something. 5644. Really like the visuals on this one, bastelgollum. Let's have our GG cookie time. Yeah, the Glaive Beam, good compromise. I was thinking probably the closest thing in vanilla FTL to an actual Yamato cannon would be Phase 3 of the boss fight. The overcharge that shoots a whole bunch of lasers all at once. It's kind of like, you know, the Yamato cannon, like charging up and then doing one big blast. It's one big multi-blast. Alrighty, my friends. We definitely have time for another run today. And we have one more ship from the Tactical Espionage mod that we're finally coming back to finish from Scottish Pingu. So, one final stand-up stretch break. When we come back, we will check out another awesome ship from you awesome people. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you all have a great time. Always fun to hang out with you awesome folks. Be back in just a bit, my friends.